Good morning, or happy time zone to all of you. It's now been, what, 2 days since last stream? It's nice to be back into it, and honestly, I've been having a really good time with Elder Scrolls Online lately as well. I have been incredibly fortunate in both the monetary way as well as the lore perspective of the game. As you guys will see once I start, I hope all of you have been having a lovely week as well. And now that it's finally heading towards the weekend, I hope you all will have a most amazing weekend ahead of you, with a lot of recuperating and resting ahead, and maybe fun times as well. I for sure I'm gonna enjoy my weekend, which is, as you guys know, is gonna be full of Dungeons and Dragons and gaming and all that good stuff. Looking forward to it a lot, actually. But right now, in this very moment, I am looking forward to continuing the questing in Grahtwood in the Elder Scrolls Online. So I'd say, without further ado, let us head in together to the world of Elder Scrolls Online. Here we are. I am taking a refuge in a little... I'm not sure if it was a chapel or just a random house, but yeah, no, I didn't want to get attacked and killed off screen while I was doing my introduction. I feel like that would have been kind of awkward, not gonna lie. If I just came back to the game and my corpse was just laying there like, oh, I guess that's it then. I've been doing a little bit of questing here. I finally managed to escape Eldenroot. This place is a goddamn maze, I swear. I was walking around each and every floor of there, trying to get quests here and quests there, but like, I don't know which of these quests are linked to like a more higher level or higher intended level of accomplishment, because I kind of just want to do the quests, you know, like the zone quests, and then when I'm ready, I would like to do the more higher up quest that takes you to different areas and such. So like these quests, like the Staff of Magnus or the Stargazers, I do not know if they are intended to be done as part of the zone or not. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. One sec, just replying back. A lovely guild. But yeah, without further ado, let us continue a bit of questing. I really do not know how much more I have to do in this specific area, but I'm going to assume that it is quite a lot left. And also, I mentioned to you guys earlier about the monetary gain. Look at this. This is called streamer luck. Some of you might remember that when I started playing, I did a little bit of a mini video, if you will. And I was fortunate enough to, a part of the video, find a somewhat rare script that I didn't know at the time what it was for. And everyone was like, yeah, no, that's not important, don't worry about it. And turns out that it was the most important thing I found so far in the game. And it made me insanely rich, and now I am super overjoyed. It felt like a dream, honestly, when I was looking around my bank, my bank, and I was just browsing all the items I had in there, because I wanted to get rid of some of the space, if you will. And I downloaded an add-on about a week ago, and I yeah, I browsed all the items, and then I saw that one item, and my add-on reacted to it, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. It's worth what? How much is that? 157? No. 158? No. 200? Wait, that's 1,250,000 gold. I freaked the hell out. And also, hey, Kao. What? I'm sorry I'm butchering your name. I'm so bad. Kao? Thank you very much for the follow in any case, Kao. Welcome in. I was just explaining how I got very lucky when I was browsing through my my bank. Oh, it's Tess. Welcome in, Tess. Happy to have you here. And also Rua, lovely to see you as well. But yeah, look at this, Tess. This is the kind of luck we have sometimes in the game. I mean, it is true. You have to pick up every single item you find. You have to make sure to check the auction house to see how much each item is worth. And sometimes, I don't know, like, sometimes the stars just align, you know? Excuse me? Yeah, so, this might sound a little bit cheesy, but I kind of got to the point where when I started Elder Scrolls Online, I was killing things as part of a video. And I kind of killed a level 4 enemy. And it dropped an item worth between 1 to 2 million gold. So yeah, you can say that the Elder Scrolls Online kind of inadvertently sponsored my entire trade. Definitely can happen. Yeah, definitely. You're supposed to kill everything you see, loot everything you see, and once in a, I don't know, billion, you get an item like this. And now, well, I don't have to worry about reparation bills anytime soon. Heck yeah. But yeah, I lurk, no worries. Over here, we love our lurkers, we love our shatters. Feel free to do whatever you feel like doing. Happy to have you here regardless. Let's see. So I infused this thing with the, I guess, the 𝕱𝖈 energy.
Yes, that's it. The Twilight Heart thirsts for souls.
Okay, that's ominous.
If I twist just so.
Oh, she grew.
The power! I'd forgotten how it feels.
I feel like I made a mistake with this one.
Follow, outsider. Come see my prince's glorious domain.
I don't want to, but fine. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, sometimes I wish the text during the loading screen was there for a bit longer, because sometimes it has some interesting trivia. Let's see what we have here. Blue light, that usually means Daedra. Defeat 𝕱𝖈.
You live?
Yes, 𝕱𝖈, despite your efforts.
My prince's children were legion. They should have overwhelmed you.
𝕱𝖈 chattel are nothing to me.
Buy a slower PC.
Blasphemy!
I'm on it.
Stranger, if you're a foe to 𝕱𝖈, stand with me.
You goddamn right I am.
I'll feast upon your eyes.
Oh shit, you're attacking me now? Well, I guess that makes sense. But you can't beat me because I'm a healer. And as we all know, healers never die. In fact, healers are the one who kills the most. Both allies and friends. Not so tough now, are you?
No, you won't defeat me again.
You
got...
nowhere
Oh,
to fly.
apparently not. I was gonna say you're in the execute range now, but I guess not. Where did the lady go? Well, wherever they went, first, most important thing, loot and read bookshelves. Oh, nice. One more lore book. Hell yeah. One of the days I'm going to have to read through them all. Sometimes when there is a lore book where it's not too much information, I can read it through it immediately. But so far, I kind of made up my mind that whenever I complete a, shall we say, entire book series of those lore libraries, I will read it out and probably make it into a little bit of a book reading video. Like, for example, this Impresario's catalog. I have all of them right now, and I could read them through. Same with Auriyon lore, Grahtwood lore, etc. It just comes down to time, like with all other things. Alright, Vastaria, wait a second. I'm just gonna read these books. I'll be with you in just a moment. She must have tested me at this point. Like, just come on, just hurry up already. Alright, I'm ready. What's up?
The sigil geode? Do you still have it?
Why, yes I do. Why do you ask?
Touching the sigil geode to 𝕱𝖈's forehead will absorb her soul. It's the only way we'll ever leave this place.
And why is that?
If she dies outside of that stone, we'll spend the next century counting the tiles in this place. I noted 32,708, but you're welcome to check my figures.
I will say I'm not gonna waste my time sitting here and counting tiles, but I commend you for doing so. That doesn't explain why I should trap 𝕱𝖈, other than the fact that she is annoying and she did attack me.
In the depths of this ruin is a portal leading straight to Cold Harbor. We can only close it from the other side.
Ew.
Once in Cold Harbor, we'll have no hope of escape unless 𝕱𝖈 is inside that stone. Quickly! I can't keep this up for long.
I kind of already came from Cold Harbor and I don't like that place very much, so I would prefer not to, but if you say so. 𝕱𝖈, I'm gonna have to absorb you.
It doesn't matter what you do to me. You'll be dead or trapped for 1,000 years.
Right. But why would you betray your prince?
𝕾𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 is my prince, you fool! I let Vistari believe I was Azura's servant, just as I let you believe.
Yeah,
I
that's
led
fair.
you to Cold Harbor's grasp, morsels for the god of schemes to pick from between his teeth.
It is true that I already escaped Cold Harbor before, but last time I did so thanks to the Prophet. It seems to be that imprisoning 𝕱𝖈 is going to be the best option here. And she's annoying.
At last, after all these years.
You're welcome.
I'm not one to hope any creature suffers, but with 𝕱𝖈, I'll make an exception. She can spend eternity in the sigil geode for all I care.
So, would you mind telling me why was it so important that we trapped 𝕱𝖈?
𝕱𝖈 is bound to her tablet.
Right.
While she's within the sigil geode, we can use her as a tether to escape from Cold Harbor. If I
Hey
hadn't been
Ari,
so
how's it
quick to
going?
destroy
Hello
her those
demon,
years ago,
welcome
my
in.
companions
How are
would
you
still be
doing?
alive. Come,
I hope you're having
We
a
should
lovely
retrieve
Saturday,
Cologne.
just like the rest of us are. What are you up to right now, if you don't mind me asking? Right, 𝕾𝖈. So where exactly can we find 𝕾𝖈?
at the base of these ruins is the hole her torment tears between worlds. But the moment we enter, 𝕾𝖔𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘's servants are likely to sense our presence.
Right, of
I'd
course.
have long ago made the attempt myself, if I had anywhere to flee.
Right, so exactly how can we close these portals then?
We must find 𝕾𝖈 and free her from whatever cruel device causes her so much pain.
Chill Saturday so far?
Doing so
Hell
should
yeah.
end her torment.
Happy to hear, happy to hear.
When she no longer cries
My
out,
Saturday has also
the
been
rift between
incredibly
Cold
chill.
Harbor and 𝕾𝖈
Mostly
should close,
thanks to all of you.
I hope.
It's been a nice Saturday altogether, I'd say. But even better now that all of you guys are here, honestly. So thank you for being here. A happy weekend. Thank you very much. You can't see it, but I'm doing a heart emoji for you. Or a gesture, if you will. Very well, 𝕱𝖈𝖎𝖆. Let's go.
I kept this library clear of Daedra, but the chambers beyond are home to a variety of the creatures.
Oh.
It may be best to avoid them.
What kind of creatures, though? Let's see. Alright, let's move on then. Okay, so she's coming with me. Can you tank, by the way? I'm a really good healer, but I'm not very good at tanking. I really hate those Clannfear ones, the ones that jumps. They're so annoying. Ooh.
The blood you shed fills
I don't know how many times that I've aggroed one of those Clannfears and they just jumped at me like immediately, knocked me down. They're so annoying. Thank you for the heart, demon. Ooh, very atmospheric place. I wonder if there is an add-on of which when I cover my UI or hide my UI, it also removes the names and the quest markers. Because sometimes this, like here over here would be a nice screenshot, but I don't want the Dramora churl to be in the screenshot, unfortunately. Ooh. Didn't get me this time. And you're dead. So let's see, where exactly do I need to go? I need to go for the gateway over there. Okay, let's just go in from the front then. Why bother sneaking?
Set it ablaze!
You fought? Alright, sweet. We don't have any lore books in here, do we? I think we might have some bookcases, maybe? Or at least they're doing a very good job in hiding for me. I like how Vistari is staying that far away. Come on, why are you walking? I thought you were in a hurry. She's just like a Skyrim NPC. It's like, hurry up, adventurer. And then they walk. Or they run even faster than you. Never like a middle ground.
Can you feel her suffering? Her agony?
Whose? Oh, you mean 𝕱𝖈𝖎𝖆.
For 1,000 years, her pain tunneled through the void, always reaching for her last memories of a life free of suffering.
Okay, that's a bit grim.
No more!
No more indeed, let's go. Portal to Cold Harbor. I never thought I'd go back to 𝕱𝖈𝖎𝖆, but here we are.
We end this to...
Oh, she's not with me? Did you fool me? That would be unfortunate. Imagine if she was a servant to 𝕀𝖒 Bal and she literally just came here to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of kick you into this portal and then leave you here. That would be very unfortunate. That would be like the end of the game right there. I started in Cold Harbor and end in Cold Harbor. Let's put up a heal here just in case. Come on, 𝕱𝖈𝖎𝖆. I know you can heal if you want to. Not heal, tank, sorry. You don't have to heal. Oh, I guess we're not done there.
Scatter.
Well, she didn't really explain if I just had to stay here and protect her. Oh, perfect. Oh, never mind. I guess there's more coming. Is this like an infinite experience farm? Imagine I just stay here for the next, like, few hours. Do you mind if I move? No, another one coming in. I'm not even sure if I need to protect this lady, but I'm getting experience, loot, and everything in between, so don't really mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, Vistari, I think I'm done over here. You really have a very specific appearance, don't you? And you're looking at me with those big eyes. Like you can't believe what the hell I'm doing.
We've done it. We freed 𝕾𝖒𝖈 from her torment. Oh, it was worth the wait.
Glad to hear it. So, if the portal is closed, how do we get back?
𝕾𝖈 brought us both through the seal. It's only fitting she bring us back. I can use the 𝕱𝖔𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 to trace her soul back, and then it's a simple matter to open a portal. Are you ready?
Oh, it's that easy? Sure, I'm ready.
Then prepare yourself. Departing Cold Harbor is never easy.
You telling me? Last time I fell into the ocean and was saved by a 𝕾𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈. A nice 𝕾𝖑𝖑𝖑 though, to be fair. Return to Azura's shrine. Oh, there we go. I don't even need a prophet this time. Hell yeah. Zoop. I hope I'm not gonna end up in the air. Oh, perfect. That went a lot smoother than last time. This looks complex? In which way does it look complex? In the sense where the combat, or... In which way do you mean, demon?
It is good to stand beneath the sky once more.
Likewise.
To feel the breeze upon my skin. And I wouldn't have made it here without you.
You are correct about
My
that.
home is always open to you, should you care to visit.
Where is your home then? And actually, how long were you trapped in Leloria?
88 years,
Ooh.
3 months, 11 days, 13 hours, 7 minutes.
That is very precise.
All right, I'm showing off. I used a simple spell to mark the time. It was the first thing I did when I realized I was trapped. It's not entirely precise, so I had to guess the minutes.
Fair enough. So exactly what will you do now then?
Clear my Tower of Daedra for one. Memorialize my companions who did not return.
I never played such a game, so it always like overwhelming for me.
Then
That's fair.
I'll find out what
If you haven't played games like this before, then it can definitely be
I
overwhelming.
have some catching up
However,
to do.
they are actually a lot easier to play than what you think. So if you ever decide to play a game like this, I'm sure you would do just fine. They are very easy to pick up. So who are your companions, and do you think they're alive after 88 years? You better hope they were elves.
I opened my home to many I met in my travels. A young Redguard
Probably dead.
swordsman, a scarred wood elf hunter,
Probably
a
alive.
𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 outcast.
Might be
I
alive.
can still hear their voices,
Oh.
but that was 90 years ago. Those not killed by the Daedra must have fled.
Yeah, your best bet is probably the wood elf. She might be alive, or he might be alive, but the other two, maybe. Noise. Yeah. So, what kind of games do you play then, Demon? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't play MMOs and such, or do you play RPGs, or perhaps you have other genres you enjoy? Okay, Vistari, will you be staying at your tower then?
For a time, though I expect my attention shall be drawn elsewhere soon enough. There was something different in Cold Harbor. The air was a little too full, the fires too bright.
Well, you speak as though you've been there before then.
𝕾𝖒𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘's corner of oblivion holds many secrets. I plundered several from his halls a lifetime ago.
Oh, nice.
Did you know? I did it to impress a boy. What a fool I was.
Well, was the boy worth impressing to travel to Cold Harbor?
𝕻𝖑𝖑, a powerful mage.
𝕻𝖑𝖑.
Brilliant, always focused upon his work. Hardly striking.
I feel like I've heard that name before, but I'm not sure.
Such things never mattered to me. It took my escapade in Cold Harbor to convince him there were adventurous women outside of his books. But that was long ago.
Well, that's a nice concept. I hope he was an elf. 𝕻𝖑𝖑 sounds like an elven name, so he might still be alive. Well, in any case, Vastaria, thank you very much for your help and goodbye. Racing, motorsports ones are my favorite. I don't like FPS and action adventure. Okay. So, racing, I don't suppose you mean games like Mario Kart? You mean other games, I'd imagine? I don't play much FPS myself, with the exception of like Borderlands 1 and 2. Really like those games. Other than that, I'm not really good at FPS games, to be fair. You have Cyberpunk 2077, maybe start playing it. I have heard a lot of good things from the game, so if your computer can handle it, then I'm sure you're gonna have a lovely time. I've heard many good things from it. Haven't played it myself though. Maybe one of these days. I don't have a Switch, but Mario Kart looks so good. Yeah. Did you see that they announced a little more information about the new Switch, the Switch 2? It looks absolutely huge. Perfect for people with big hands. And the screen also looks a lot better. Looks a bit closer to the Steam Deck. And they also confirmed that you will be able to play normal Switch games on the new one as well, which is really nice. Azura. A quiet stillness hangs over the shrine, but you feel a sense of anticipation. Place Kulanwe's bones before the Azura shrine.
Kulanwe, beloved of the Wild Ones, my priestess returns from the clutches of Cold Harbor at last.
Vastaria is here as well.
So I have seen. A mortal has managed what the eternal dead could not.
Yeah, I hope this time the hardware is a bit more powerful. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot better, honestly. Obviously, I don't have any proof, and they're likely going to be revealing more information about it in the near future of 2025, but yeah, I also hope you're gonna be able to play a lot more heavier games. Would be cool if it was strong enough to even handle mods and shit. As someone who mods pretty much every single game he plays, I would be delighted. Is there anything else I can do for you, Azura?
Much when it is time. You have taught humility to a Daedric prince, mortal. Tread carefully, for he will attempt to exact his revenge.
Yeah, 𝕾𝖒𝖈 is a dick, so I don't doubt him.
When I have need of you, you will know.
Sounds good. Thank you for your gold. Now I'm getting paid by Daedric princes even. Hell yeah. So I got a new staff. Let's see. Is it a lot worse or better than mine? Mine restores magicka when I attack, which is actually really good. Getting a 3000 shield for 5 seconds, that's nice too. I wonder if this 3000 point shield activates every time I do a left click? Because if so, that would actually be really good. And I don't care so much for damage when I have my healing staff out. Thinking. How about I try it out and I see if I like it or not. I want the appearance either way. Yeah. We'll see. I'm sure that either way, whether it's gonna be much more powerful or not, it's going to be better than it was before. Which is a huge step upwards, either way I'd say. Alright, now that we're done with that one, how about we start shredding off these quests down here in the southwest before we go upwards? Otherwise I feel like we would get too much scattered around. In terms of questing and all, I mean. Let's go, sweet roll. Ooh. Maybe I can sell here? Don't know if I have much to sell, but...
I don't make many sales here. Come, take advantage of my misfortune. I need to move stock.
Getting a little bit more space at least.
Amazing to think you've been in the field with 𝕾𝖔𝖈 himself. Simply
Yes, amazing. Okay, so I get a shield. Come on, hit me, wolf. Hit me. Okay.
Heroes don't kill.
Grant of... Oh, so this one activates when I use on an ally, maybe. That makes more sense, I guess. That does make more sense, and in that case, I think that my old staff is gonna be better. I suppose that does make sense. If I got a 3000 shield every time I did a left click, that would be pretty broken. But it would have been nice. And maybe that works that way. Maybe it only works against players or something. I do not know, honestly. Let's buff up against this guy. Put this one on as well. And execute. Destruction staff increased to 32.
I still
Hello.
can't believe it's all
Oh.
gone. What are we going to do?
What's all gone? Your food? Actually, do I have any fish to fillet? I do not. Anyway, what's up?
Sorry, friend. If you're here for goods, I'm afraid my supply has run dry. I was researching the 𝕻𝖈 in 𝕻𝖈, but I had to abandon everything.
Really?
Even my research was left behind in that mine.
Well, luckily for you, I could help. For a price, of course.
You make it sound so simple.
Kinda
I
is.
couldn't ask you to do that.
Why not?
The mine is overrun with aggressive 𝕻𝖈 and packs of vicious thunderbugs. It's too dangerous.
Don't worry about it. I've handled these many times before. On Kenarf's Roost and on Auriyon, in fact. So don't worry. Let me worry about the danger. Where should I look?
It's your neck, I guess. 𝕻𝖈 mine isn't far, just at the bottom of the waterfall. But
Bottom
my
of the
campsite
water.
was deep inside the mine, near the bottom, where the 𝕻𝖈 nests were. That's where I left the notes.
Very well. I will find them.
Thank you. It will mean a lot to me to have my notes back at least. Be careful. Aggravated 𝕻𝖈 are dangerous, to say nothing of the thunderbugs.
So, what drove you from the mines then?
An infestation of thunderbugs. In 20 years studying the 𝕻𝖈, I'd never seen anything like it. In the span of a single night, the whole mine was overrun. There's nothing to be done about it now.
That sounds like an incredibly good experience and item farm. Can't you drive the thunderbugs back out then?
It wouldn't do any good now. Most of my 𝕻𝖈 were killed. The rest are extremely aggressive now that their nest has been breached. Still,
I see.
I'll at least get one good chapter out of this, right? Night of the Thunderbugs. Well, the title needs work.
Yeah, it's not the worst title I've heard, so don't worry about it. Let's see, do you have anything nice in your tent? You do, but you would see me stealing it, and it would be a bit awkward if you saw me stealing it just after I promised I would help you. So perhaps we'll save that for another time. Now, she said underneath the waterfall, but she didn't specify which waterfall. Oh, actually, I can fish here. So that's what I will do. River fishing hole. That means I will need number 8. I've made it a habit that whenever I see a fishing hole now, I just start fishing. Because if you guys can see on right next to my map, underneath my buffs in the top right, I have a rare fish tracker. and it is connected to an achievement of which I need to get, well, rare fish. And if I do, I will unlock the achievement for it. I am a completionist when it comes to MMOs, so I want to make sure that I get as many of these as I can. I got every single one in 𝕾𝖒𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 Roost. I tried to get all of them in Auriyon, but there is just so much competition for rare fishes and fishing holes in Auriyon. I don't know if it's because I log in at the same time as every single professional angler in the entire game, or if I'm just unlucky, but I barely find any fishing holes at all. And the ones I do find is pretty much immediately full of other fishermen, just fishing away. And that's pretty much why. I don't know if the achievement in itself gives anything, if it gives some kind of cool trophy or like a fishing related collectible, but you know, even if it doesn't, it's something that we all have to do. Well, not all of us, but the ones who wants to complete the entire zone achievement point. But it would be nice if you can get some cool collectible from it. Sort of like, for those of you who play Elder Scrolls Online and have done the Undaunted quests, I've only done like 2 dungeons in association with the Undaunted, and I've got 2 trophies that I can display in my apartment in the game. It would be nice if you could have the equivalent of that, but for fishing, to make it like a little cozy area, you know? Fish roe for foul bait. Whenever I see the fish roe, I always expect it to be the perfect one, the one that sells for a lot of gold. I think I found 1 so far, but I forgot how much it's worth. If it's like 10,000 gold, 50,000 gold, I don't remember. I will check when I'm done getting all of the fish from this fishing hole. Although, the only thing I wish I could change in regards to the fishing in Elder Scrolls Online is the fact that I have been spoiled in so many other MMOs in the past. In the way where you can pretty much fish wherever you want in other games, but you can only fish in Elder Scrolls Online wherever you find a fishing hole of the particular qualities, such as this is a river fishing hole, which means I have to use the river fishing bait. And if there isn't a hole, like for example, I can't fish over there because there is no like splashing like you see in front of me here. So that's pretty much the only thing I would like to change. Because that was one of my, well, one of many, but one of my favorite parts of playing like World of Warcraft and such, is where I could just have my friends in guild. We could all just sit down together by any body of water, and we could start fishing or having some chats about anything, you know? And then an hour later, some of us got really lucky and some of us did not, but it was a good time regardless. Here, you have a limited amount of fishes inside of a fishing hole. I don't know if it's like 10, 15, 20, or if it's sometimes different, but it seems to me like it is around 15 or 20. And then after that, you pretty much have to go and find yourself another fishing hole, and as I said earlier, you sometimes have to compete with other players, and it's possible that you're not gonna find any at all. which is a bit annoying, but you know, what can you do? There we go. And now, as you guys can see, the fishing hole disappeared, which means we have depleted the source of fish. And now we can move on with our lives and enter the cave. Let's get some water first. It's so strange to me sometimes that you have these little patches of water. Why is this part not pure water, but this part is? Makes no sense. Let's just get this and be on our way. 𝕱𝖈𝖎𝖑𝖘 mine. Let's go. Alrighty, Thunderbug. I've dealt with many of your kind before. I'm not scared of you. Let's go.
The eyes of your victims see your sins.
Who said that? Alright, do we have any lore books in here? I mean, it would be strange if we had a lore book in here, but you never know, I suppose. I'm assuming this is locked. Yes, it's locked, which means we need to go the other way around. Let's go. I hope she doesn't mind the fact that I'm killing a few of her pets and such, you know. Oh, look at this. Oh, as I said, look at this experience farming and item farming. Hey, 𝕱𝖈, if I find another one of those scripts, what are you gonna say? Just casually be like, oh, look, another one. Lucky me. Oh, that's a chest. Really lucky me, actually. Let's take the chest. It's a simple one. What do we have in here? Soul gem. I'll take it. So we need to go this way. Not gonna lie, ever since I found that script, I'm looking forward to looting even more everything I'm killing. Just in the off chance that, you know, something is gonna be new. Something is gonna be, like, surprising me. You're gonna see that yellow text, the orange text appearing, and it's like, yeah. Big loot. And honestly, there's a lot of enemies in this cave. This might be a good item farming place, actually. Look at that, all the loot, holy crap. Might have to write this down, like, go back here, kill everything. Alrighty, let's see, can I get you guys too? Don't know how long the aggro range is, so I can't run too far away. Oh, that's an epic item. Spider Silk Sash of 𝕻𝖎𝖑𝖑. Increases experience gain from kills by 10%. You know what? Not that much better than mine, but I'll take the experience. It really is a good game for loot hoarders like myself. Alright, so we need to go over there, and there's also gonna be a... what are they called again? A sky shard. Oh, that was a big dude. And execute. Holy crap, another epic one. I don't have that one. Stabatons of the Green Pack. The add-on does not say it costs a lot of money. So I'm not sure if it does cost a lot of money, but I haven't learned the appearance, so I'm gonna wait with that for now. Maybe it's actually super rare, like another 1 million item. Doubt it. Let's see what I found. A drink. I'll take a drink. Medical recovery. I love it. And this is a sky shot. If you get 3 of these, you get a skill point. I don't know how many I have right now. 1, okay. Not many at all. Even more money. I wonder if it's a good idea to like stack up on like experience increase items and just go ham with it. Since it seems like all the enemies scale by your level and they all are seeming so easily to kill anyway.
The world would be better off without you.
Let's see. Don't know who the person is that speaks to me, but he's not very kind. 𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈. I'm assuming that 𝕱𝖑𝖔𝖈 is a alchemical thing, right? It is. Okay, cool. Don't know what it's for, but seems easy enough to farm out. Let's see. Just kill some more of these guys. Since it's free loot, essentially. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna come back here later. All the loot. I wonder, can I set a custom designation point at an area? Just kind of mark this place as like, come back. A lot of loot. Get back here, you know? See, current destination. Jump to the side. Seems like I can only set a destination. Bird coal mine. Alright, so they were just above and around this corner. And I just noticed there is another fishing hole here. Let's just do that a little bit quick. Let's see, it's a river... No, it's a lake fishing hole, actually. So let's just do that a little bit quick. Koi. You know what? It's gonna take like 5 minutes of just raw fishing. I'll say we just go back to quest. I can do this on my free time.
My notes? I can't believe it. I thought I'd lost these for good.
Until you met me. Cracking. The mine has become a dangerous place, but it is full of loot. Here they are.
You can't know what this means to me. This was my life's work. Everything I've learned in 20 years of studying �ヮma. I thought I was going to have to give up, find something new. Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Thank you for the money and the new appearance on a two-handed mace. I'll just bind it real quick. Alright, cool. Oh, what's this? Nimiral's research. 2nd of Sun's Dawn. The 𝕻⁻ have grown agitated in recent weeks. Peculiar. Considering it's been months since they became accustomed to my scent, as they have with the miners. 10 Sun's Dawn. The miners and I found the corpse of a thunderbug this morning, along with the bodies of perhaps a dozen warrior 𝕻⁻. We are uncertain what path the thunderbug took to get here, but we'll find it. This mine will not survive a full invasion, as we came to learn. Let's see, the next quest we could do is up down here actually. Maybe we should grab this quest first, just in case it leads us back there. Sounds like a better idea, I think. However, before we do any of that, I think this is a perfect timing to just take a little bit of a break. And reason for that is because an ad is coming up soon. We don't like ads, I know, no one likes ads. But I think, as I said, it's a perfect moment to stretch your limbs a little bit, get yourself a drink of choice, and check back on me again in like around 3 minutes. And that should be enough time for the ad break to be over. So I'll see you guys very soon. Be right back. we're back. Hello again, everyone. I hope you had a good little break there for a moment, stretched your limbs, got a nice drink or two, or 3 or 50. It is the weekend after all. And yeah, now we're gonna go back into the questing part, see if we can find some more things to do in the meantime. Temple of the Eight. Ooh.
You are sick.
Someone just said I'm sick. Is that true? I mean, I have vampirism. Does that count? Let's see. Auriyon.
Slayer of High Kin Lady Estri, here among us.
It's me.
The wood weeps. Can you hear it too? Is that why you've come?
If by weeping you mean insulting me, then yes.
They say all wounds heal in time. This is true, even for the Veiling Wood. Yet some wounds are more grievous than others, and if left to fester, can only bring death. The ruin of 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 suffered so, and the mark left behind is one of rot and decay.
So you believe something can be done then?
Each day I carry a vessel of the waters blessed in this shrine, and feed it into that which flows into the darkened veil. Its strength will remind the earth what it once was. But my body grows weak with age, even if my resolve holds. Will you help me?
I suppose I can do whatever I can, as long as you pay me.
Thank you. Take this vial and fill it with the waters from this basin. The water must be taken by the one who carries it. With that done, make for the falls that feed into 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 and pour the water at each crest. Nature will do the rest.
So, you've done this alone all this time then?
My son 𝕱𝖒𝖒 helps me tend the shrine here, but
I
he's
see.
young and has a young one's whim. More interested in chasing girls and hunting beasts than the worries of an old one like me. Yet his heart is kind and he is dear to me. I do not blame him.
Very well. So I'll take this water in my hand, or I assume in a bucket or something. And now I go down. Yeah, okay, so I need to go down. That's good. So let's go do that then. But first, let's go find a scholar of Aelid language, since it is technically on the way. And the Aelids is a very interesting part of the Elder Scrolls lore, one of which I hope to cover more in a more advanced manner in the future as well, because it does get very interesting. I swear, I'm finding so much fishing holes now that I'm streaming. I should do a fishing stream, you know? Just the entire stream is fishing. Like 2 hours, 3 hours of fishing. Since it seems like I can find all the fishing holes during my stream, but never outside of my stream. Kind of strange. Horribore. What's a horribore? Well, I know what it is. It's a loot goblin. Okay, so there's like a world boss thing over here. Wonder if there's like more players around that is around to help me kill him. Ooh, that guy looks like some kind of lich or something. Don't think I can kill him alone. If I had a companion maybe, but I don't really have a companion yet. I have 2 quests for a companion, but I haven't got around to do them yet. A tank would be amazing. Oh well. Another day, another day. Let's continue on the quest for now. Nerid Empress and Nerid. You wanna kill something? Sure. Oh, one sec. If you have time, Rua, I would love if you could come and help me kill this world boss fella over here. I'll heal you, of course. So feel free to invite me to the group, and if you have time, of course. Let me give it like 3 minutes and I'll come. Yeah, no worries. I will do some harvesting and stuff in the meantime then. I was gonna say, why can't I click this one? It's because it's stuck between the two rocks. There we go. But yeah, no worries, Rua. In the meantime, I'll listen to this NPC and see what she has to say. Talk to Eminary. Hello.
Is that? Yes, I can tell by the runes. The slight alterations in the design and structure is unique to the Valenwood aliens.
Truly.
I would be greatly interested in reassembling and studying this tablet if you're willing to part with it.
I thought someone might be able to make use of it. Take it.
How exciting! We still have much to learn about the aliens that settled here. I am most glad you sought me out with this.
Definitely. And you even gave me a new shoulder pad. Not to wear, of course, but an appearance.
Thank you. A find like this is incredibly rare. It could greatly advance our understanding of the Valenwood aliens and their unique dialect. I must begin translating immediately.
Good morning from America. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I am doing great, Joe. Welcome in. I hope you are having an amazing Saturday as well. I certainly am. Having a lot of fun in Elder Scrolls Online, hanging around with friends and guildies. Not much better than that, honestly. What's so special about these fragments?
Everyone knows that.
Do you play Elder Scrolls Online, by the way, Joe?
And the more we understand about them, the more we learn about what remains. Their language is part of this. And as the aliens migrated and split, variations of their language emerged.
Yes, so I've read. And you're studying one of these variations.
Correct. We already know there were cultural differences between the aliens of Cyrodiil and those that settled in Valenwood.
That I know.
Their language varies too, and is less understood than the more common Cyrodiilic. Any writing we find here is significant.
I see. Well, thank you very much. And sorry, Rua. I'll join the group now. Bind. Would be nice if we can get a new shoulder pad appearance. So it's this one over here. Let's see, where are you? You're gonna end up in the vicinity. I've tried it only a couple of times, but couldn't really get into it. Yeah, that's completely fair. Honestly, I tried Elder Scrolls Online back in 2013, 2014, around the beta days, I believe. And same as you, I couldn't get into it. I tried it, expected it to be like Skyrim or Oblivion, and it just wasn't. It was like a strange mix of both of them, both of like an MMO and what those games that we all love and hold dear, you know? But now, this time around, when I came into the game, I wanted to get source materials for my video. And hello, everyone. I wanted to get source material for my videos, and I ended up loving the game instead. So I guess I just had to enter the game through the idea that it was gonna be an MMO and not Skyrim or Oblivion, etc. Oh, did I die? I got insta-death. That's funny. Oh, Rua, what would I do without you? Quite literally the best tank I have. I think it's because I needed to dodge just a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna need to heal that. And execute. Good tanking, 𝕱𝖆, good tanking. Thank you very much. You are a lifesaver. Well, not really, since I died, but you know, I would have died a million more times without you. So thank you. The only MMO I really tried out was Star Wars The Old Republic, and that only kept me around because of the writing. I'll probably try it again just because the lore seems interesting. Just don't tell me you dropped another 1 million drop. I got some new pants I didn't have, which is pretty cool, but nothing worth 1 million gold, unfortunately. Maybe next time. I also tried Elder Scrolls Online. I also tried Star Wars The Old Republic before, Joe. I really enjoyed it as well. I love the PvE, the PvP, the story, and the quest lines between the classes and all. But I haven't played it in years. However, if you do like the lore of the Elder Scrolls and enter the game knowing that it is an MMO and knowing that there's going to be a lot of people running around and such, if you disregard that fact, I think you're going to have a good time with the game. Because the lore of the game is really good. It's got some really good voice actors and voice actresses, and honestly, as someone who loves the lore of these games, I've been having an absolute blast. Not to mention the community is very sweet. Like 𝕱𝖆, for example, who just helped me kill this world boss here. Absolute sweetheart. And the guild I joined in the game as well have been incredibly sweet and helpful. Both for my adventure in Elder Scrolls Online as well as outside of it. So, if you can find yourself a nice guild like that, you're gonna be set, my friend. Let's just deal with these wolves a bit quick. Alright, so I need to water a thing. Or I need to do something at least. Let's see. Use blessed water. There we go. But yeah, Joe. Sure, there is a gazillion quests in the game. Like, I've done quite a few. I mean, I'm level 42 out of 50. And once you're level 50, you get champion points that stack up to, I think, 3,600. Which is a lot. But when it comes to questing, I mean, I started here because I'm a high elf, and there's like a ton of quests here. Probably took me like 5 to 10 hours in total. Then I went over here, and it probably took me even more, 5 to 10 hours. And there are a lot of zones in the world, not to mention a lot of different planes of existence you can go to, and DLC areas and guild quests, and it's a big game. Like, without spoiling, it's a really big game. Not to mention you can find these lore libraries just laying around all over, whether in bookcases or in random areas, like for example here, if you see on my map here, like this one is the military orders and reports, and the ancient scrolls of the Dwemer number 5, and it all adds up into this lore library. You see, I've gathered 473 books out of 4,817. So if you're interested in lore, this game got you covered. Quite frankly, a lot of coverage. And I really like reading in games. I like engaging story materials and writing, so I've been enjoying this a lot. And I'm sure you would as well. Okie dokie.
Stranger, why are you here?
I'm here because your mother asked me to.
Who are you? Where is my mother? She always brings the water to these falls.
Well, she asked me for my help, because you were too busy hunting for women instead of hunting for water.
Oh, I see. My apologies.
No worries.
She had been after me to but I saw it as her usual nagging. Maybe she really does need someone. I should go and see her. You'll have my thanks for the kindness you showed. I'll tell her you kept your word.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Alrighty then. Next one. The Awakening Dark. Once I've done that one, I think I'm done with all the quests here in the southern areas. And also over here in the southeast. I have some more quests here. Rescue Acolyte, which can be easily done. Wonder what this area is. Is it like a large tree? I thought that your mother comment was a joke. It was a joke, but it was also a serious joke, because, you know, it was actually a part of the story. A little bit of, you know, 50-50 over there. Alright, let's see. Can I make this parkour style without dying horribly? Oh yeah. You've helped convince me to give it an actual try. Happy to hear. And if you do decide to try it, make sure to tell us about your experience as well, because I always love hearing how other people experience the game. Whether that be through screenshots of your epic adventures or stories of the game itself.
Oh, you have come. Her vision holds true. Stay your hand and hear my words. Dominion, pact, covenant. You're like school children fighting over marbles, while the world around you is on fire.
Whoa there. What do you mean? Who are you?
I am the most humble servant to the blessed goddess 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. Her divine vision foresaw your coming, as in a dream. We share a common enemy. That does not make us friends, but it does make us allies.
Well, do you usually insult your allies? Or what kind of common enemy are you speaking of? Are you talking about those skeletal warriors and defenders in the distance there? Because if so, yeah, I don't like these guys either.
The Prince of Schemes, the Harvester of Souls. Do not force me to speak his name.
Oh, 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘.
One of his dark anchors has planted itself in the ruins of what was once
You
the
cannot
town
be named.
𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘. Those who came to destroy it have gone missing. We must find them.
I see. If they oppose 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆, I'll help you look for them.
Good. We will set aside differences for the sake of Tamriel. We need to know what happened here, and surviving members of the group sent to destroy the Dark Anchor will know best. We must split up and search.
Very well. Can you tell me a little bit more about 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆?
Perhaps you have heard the song in the taverns. O 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆, your name is desolation on my lips. Once a thriving wood elf town was nestled here, full of life and music, until he came.
Do you have a favorite race in The Elder Scrolls? I mean, it's difficult not to say Khajiit, because they're just hilarious. I love their voices, I love their jokes, I love their culture and such. They're just funny. Not to mention, you know, one of my favorite questing mods for Skyrim is 𝕝𝐴𝐺 the Brave. I love the Khajiit person. But I am playing a high elf in Elder Scrolls Online. Mainly because they're just known for lore to be very good with magic. And they are very tall, just like I am. And I really like the way they look in Elder Scrolls Online. So I guess you can say that my biggest factors for the race chosen was 1, lore, and 2, appearance. But honestly, all of them are cool. What about you, Joe? What is your favorite Elder Scrolls race? Let's see, 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆 who?
The Harvester of Souls claimed them all, reaping every last soul. 𝕈𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘 saw the horror as it unfolded, but could do nothing. Her memory is long and her compassion burns like the sun. She sent a group of us to destroy the Dark Anchor here.
I see. So who are the people that we are trying to find?
Allies, recruited by 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆 to aid me in opposing the Harvester of Souls, plucked from the best of the Fighters Guild across Tamriel. Every one of them experienced at destroying dark anchors, which is what makes their disappearance so troubling.
Yeah, I've actually seen a bunch of these dark anchors just hanging around in places, and if you go there, you can kind of, you know, do a little event and you can get some sweet loot out of it. And also, welcome in and thank you very much for the follow, Pop Panda and Japper. Guildies? Aw, that's so sweet of you guys. Thank you very much for coming along. I hope you're both having a amazing Saturday. Happy to have you. Now, we're just doing some questing here in Grahtwood. Taking it a bit slowly, you know? A little bit here and there. So, yeah. Happy to have you guys here with me. Hi, Ordinator Dennis. Could you tell me a bit about 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖑𝖘?
She is our merciful healing mother, divine goddess of the tribunal of Morrowind.
That's right. I did read about her once, but I forgot a little bit.
Her compassion extends to all when it comes to the vile Prince of Schemes.
Heck yeah. So, Pop Panda and Japper, what are you guys up to right now, if you don't mind me asking? I think you're both inside a game right now. Are you up to something interesting? Oh, nice Estonian. Welcome in, my friend. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you as well are having an amazing day. Always a pleasure to have you here. And don't worry, nice Estonian. I won't suddenly go on a break just as you come inside. I'm not gonna scam you today. Trying to get more scripts for scribing. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Speaking of scripts, I'll show you what I mean very soon. Let me just finish this conversation. You mentioned that she sent you to find me. How could that be?
My goddess possesses many gifts, not the least of which is her sight. She saw
I'm just chilling now with coffee, was doing some work outside earlier. About you? That sounds like a very eventful morning. I hope it went well outside there. Nice to chill with some coffee. Honestly, I'm having a really good Saturday. I know for a fact that later on I'm going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons with my friends online. But right now, I'm having a blast playing Elder Scrolls Online, and honestly, it's really nice to have all of you here. It's truly wholesome. I do appreciate it. And also, thank you very much, Hungry for Mayonnaise, for the follow. That is an amazing name. Another lovely guildie. Happy to have you. And congrats on the fish, nice Estonian. I usually go with Nords. Something about her lore and culture I really like, plus I usually go for melee characters. That's fair, that's fair. Nords are pretty damn badass, I do admit. As someone who is from Scandinavia IRL, which inspired a lot of the Nordic culture, I do accept that a lot. But yeah, no, the story of Nords are actually very interesting. How the 500 companions fled from the civil war of Atmora, fled over to 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖃's head, which was then converted into a winter hall at the northern cape of Skyrim, and how it's believed that, well, I'm not gonna spoil too much for you guys. I actually made a bunch of videos about it, explaining a little bit about the birth of the northern race in regards to the departure and arrival of the Atmorans to Skyrim, as they fought off the snow elves a bit. But I'll probably go into more details with that in the future as well. Bretons are cool too, usually pick them from mage melee type. Yeah, Bretons is definitely another one. Also talked about them a little bit in a video. I believe it was the Forbidden Legends video I made, where I talked a little bit about the foundations of the Breton race as a whole. How they kind of were like a little bit of a mixed breed between the elves and the human races. Cool breed. Cool breed. It's a fucked up sentence. Cool race. Alright, hi Ordinator. Goodbye for now. So, where does he want me to go? He wants me to search for survivors over there. Question is, should I go up this hill through the skeleton army? And I should probably get to them.
We have a better chance of finding them if we split up and search different areas.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll meet you in the entrance. And you're dead. Alright, so I was gonna say, speaking of the script earlier, you guys, so when I started Elder Scrolls Online, I was chilling around a little bit. I was killing a bunch of level 4 enemies here and there, and I found an item, a script. At the time I thought it was completely useless because I couldn't use it. It was before I had bought the Gold Road DLC, so I couldn't really use it at all as part of the scribing. So I put it in my bank and expected myself to not really use it for a really long time. Then, yesterday, when I was talking to my friend 𝕱𝖆, I was like, my add-on is reacting to this script in my bank, and it's telling me that it sells for an absurd amount of gold. And so I put it on the auction house last night, and as I logged into the game today, I had this much gold. So I found that item at level 4 in Khenarthi's Roost, and I sold it now at level 42, and I'm officially rich as fuck. Happy little accident, that one. Luck be with you? Oh, definitely. I probably used up all of my luck for the rest of my experience in the entirety of this game. Well, I suppose that's not true. I did meet you guys in the guild, and I'd consider that a better luck than finding any damn script, you know? Have you tried Daggerfall? I tried a little bit of Daggerfall in the past. Not too much, because, you know, back then I was a bit more critical about the kind of games I play, and so I wasn't really interested in it. My first interest in the Elder Scrolls franchise was from Morrowind, and then Oblivion on the Xbox, and then eventually I got my own computer, got Oblivion on PC, and Skyrim. And that's when my love for the Elder Scrolls just went from like a 7 or 8 to like 100. Quick, go by the Vineyard house. I don't know which house that is, but I'm gonna bet that it looks pretty awesome. Honestly, I have many goals in fact in this game, but one of the goals is I want the Lord title for my character. I want to be Lord Auriyon in the game. That is why I didn't name myself Lord Auriyon to begin with. I wanted to actually have the title of Lord. And the title of Lord can only be obtained, as far as I'm concerned anyway, from buying the Daggerfall Overlook house. I don't know which one it is, however, I do know that it costs an absurd amount of gold. And even with this script being sold, I am like halfway there, might even be less than halfway there. And so it's gonna take a really long time to get it. However, I will get it. It's like one of those end game goals, if you will. Alright, what do we have here?
Maeve, are you alright?
Let's see, some random nodes. I've not touched housing at all. It's on my to-do list. Yeah, about the same here, honestly. Ever since I sold this script, I only had like 80,000 gold. And I think I could buy one house for like 60,000. But it's kind of like, you know, is it worth it to buy random houses here and there? Probably not. So I figured I would save money and eventually buy some house that I like and then refurnish it. But I don't know which house yet. So now that I actually have the money, I might be looking through the real estate of Elder Scrolls Online a little bit more seriously and see if I can find something I like. Hello, 𝕾𝖈.
Please get me out of here. I saw what they did to the others. It is a fate worse than death.
What happened here exactly?
We fought the worm cultists to the center of 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝑑𝖆, beneath the hollow tree. The dark anchor loomed before us, swarming with Daedra, like so many others we'd seen before.
Sure.
But it wasn't long before we realized something was different.
What was different?
We couldn't budge it. Nothing we tried worked. All around it was this feeling, a chill running down our spines.
Okay.
It was his presence, from when he reaped the souls of 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝑑𝖆 all those years ago. It's strengthening the dark anchor somehow.
Sounds troublesome. So how do we destroy the anchor then?
There are evil devices planted in the earth. The worm cultists call them fangs of chaos. They seem to be channeling the residual magic from 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝑑𝖆's presence into the anchor. Auri's tried to destroy one, but it killed him the instant he hit it.
I thought you said my name. Auri's tried to destroy it. I'm like, did I? How can we destroy them then?
I don't know. If mortal weapons are useless, if even the most devastating magic fails, what hope do mere mortals have against the Prince of Schemes?
How about we use a weapon of theirs against them? Like, you know, Dawnbreaker or something. I mean, I'm not much of a swordsman, but, you know, could help.
Don't worry, Maeva. I'll see you safely away from this place.
Nonsense. You and your friend here must destroy the dark anchor.
She's
or
right.
The others died in vain.
You always put yourself last, don't you? Maeva's account of the fangs gives me an idea.
What do you have in mind, High Ordinator?
Of course, the fangs. It all makes sense now. Blessed 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖆𝖑𝖘 had a vision that the Prince of Schemes had sunk his teeth into the ground at 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆. The fangs she saw in her vision must be the devices Maeva described.
And did she see how to destroy them then?
Have you ever seen a goddess cry?
Not yet.
It is a terrible thing to behold. So perfect a face, marred by so many tears. 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆𝖃's tears for 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖆 crystallized into a beautiful gem, filled with all her fury directed at the Harvester of Souls.
And what are you getting at?
A goddess never suffers without purpose. The gem can destroy the fangs of chaos. Blessed 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖃 warned me that no mortal could wield the gem without also being destroyed by her rage. She told me to wait for the soulless, deathless one. You.
Me? So what must I do then?
Take 𝕾𝖈𝖎𝖃's tear, destroy the worm cultists. Their blood will awaken her fury. Once my goddess's fury is released from the gem, nothing, not even these fangs of chaos, will withstand it. I will remain at your side to see this through.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go. If I can't do it, no one can, apparently. Though I don't appreciate him calling me soulless. I do consider myself quite soulful, actually. Okay, so there's quite a bunch of these. Okay, let's just get to it then. Let's start farming some skeletons. Nice. Okay, so up there. I'm guessing anyway. Though I don't see a direct path up there. Oh, never mind. I thought they all disappeared, but apparently not. I don't suspect I can go around here. Just maybe? Maybe up the hill? Yeah, seems like it. Cool, let's go. Even got a stairwell for me, hell yeah. Surprise! I swear, this ability is so crazy. I don't think I'll ever replace it. Can't believe it took me like, what, 40 levels to use it? And now I can't imagine playing this character without it. So not only does it do a lot of damage, but it also heals me for a percentage of the damage dealt. So you see that my HP always stays at 100% unless I get incredibly overwhelmed. Which, as a healer, is pretty perfect, honestly. Because I have so much magic at it, I can just pretty much spam it together. And if I need to, I'll put this buff up, which gives me magicka regeneration, so it's even more crazy. Okay, there's a book around here somewhere. I'm guessing it's up the hill? Which probably means it's gonna be out of range for me. Let's see if I can just get that one first. Because it's always unfortunate when you see notes on your map, but then you forget to get them. And you have to kind of just make your way back there and try to find them again. So to me, if I see it immediately on my screen, on my map I mean, I just think that it's a best case scenario if I just get it immediately.
From the sides!
Yes, from the sides. Did so amazingly. Good job. Best shot caller ever. Okay, cool. Back to the quest.
Flank! Now!
Yes, amazing flanking.
Spread out!
Spread out, didn't even move. Amazing job.
This is no time.
No, I'm trying to pick up the item, but apparently the High Ordinator wants to talk to me instead. Okay, let's see. Can we get down from here without killing ourselves miserably? Okay. Oh, I made it. Didn't even take damage. But now I think I'm stuck. Come on, me. Jump through that route. You can do it. Oh, almost. Yeah, we made it. I think. Yeah, we did. Cool. It would have been unfortunate if I got stuck there for a moment.
Go around!
And another one bites the dust. Alrighty. Moving on. I think it's been the first stream in a while where I haven't taken at least 5 screenshots. Mainly because there are so many players around. Which, you know, I love that. But not when I'm taking screenshots. Let's see, there's a tree icon over here. What does that mean? That's a funky looking tree. What does it say on the map? Break 𝕾𝖒𝖆 hole. Okay, so it's just a funny looking tree. Okay, gotcha. A lot of funny looking trees around, honestly. You should take some, it's pretty cool. Yeah, the area is very beautiful, and honestly, the last stream... Oh, I leveled up. The last stream, I took a crap ton of screenshots. Like a really big amount of screenshots. And I posted it up on my Discord server. Probably reaching like 100, 150 screenshots by now. Let's see, bound skill respecification scroll. Use this scroll enables a selection of different combination of skills and morphs without costing you any gold. Interesting, interesting. Also unlocks a dungeon finder thing. Interesting. I realized yesterday when a guild is said, I could only accept Undaunted quests at level 45 plus, which is unfortunate because I really want to unlock a certain skill from the Undaunted one for healing purposes. But unfortunately it seems it's gonna have to be postponed until I'm 45. Which probably shouldn't take that long, honestly. It just takes some extra time since I'm not doing as much dungeons as most people probably would do. Mainly because I prefer to do the questing. Which doesn't seem to be the best case of experience in the game, but to me it's definitely so far the most enjoyable part. But I can't wait to do more content with the guild and other lovely people of the community. Oh, now this is a screenshot-worthy area. Maybe like, let's see, can I get some altitude? Come on, you guys, go behind me. Yeah, perfect with the knife and everything, hell yeah. Adds to my immersion. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is a nerfed version of the Dark Anchor. Harvester. Yeah, only 100k, that's easy. Not even a mouse on a wheel. Let's buff up first too, get some healing in there. Oh. And you're dead. Oh. Oh, my inventory's full? Rare. That leg is actually a lot better than mine. But will I lose the other one? The set bonus? Let's see, if I equip that one, will I lose the set bonus? I will lose the 1000 extra H. Let's see. Doesn't seem like it, I think. Maximum magic at 28k. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Got some more defense as well. Okay, so what do I do? That's right, I need to delete an item. It's for moments like this where I need to summon my trusty ally, Typhus. Hey man, do you mind
Hello there.
I just put in a gazillion items in your inventory? Just for later and all that? Perfect. And now you can leave again.
Speak with me a moment.
Lovely. Let's see. Okay. Did that do it? It either did it or it didn't do it. Or it really did it or really didn't do it. Ooh, that's a screenshot right there. No, shit. I missed it by like 0.5 seconds. That would have been a good screenshot for like a thumbnail. Oh well. Are you okay, Dennis? Smooth fight?
Done.
Very smooth.
The Harvester of Souls' presence is receding from the land, though it is likely that this place will be forever scarred.
Well, let's see. Won't the worm cult just try to reclaim this place then?
They will try, but without the 𝕱𝖈, or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining worm cultists will be quick work.
Fair enough.
I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again.
Sounds like a plan.
I must
Let's
send
just
word to the
learn
Dominion
this
of what transpired.
curious.
𝕱𝖈 sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help.
You're very welcome. Thank you for paying me.
If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Yes. But next time if you meet me as an ally, I'd appreciate if you didn't insult me as soon as you meet me. Okay, all the quests done there. There's a note over there though. Let's just see if I can get that one. And then maybe get this one. And then we head up north. Sounds like a plan. Just so we make sure we get all of those lore books. So that I don't have to frantically run around off stream and be like, oh, where are they? Let's see, up here. Pretty nice area for a screenshot there too. Like so. Sure. A lot of skeletons around here. With your shaders, I can say you and me don't play the same game. Yeah, this is my personally crafted reshade. I pretty much do it for every game I play. For you guys. This is how it looks like base game. And this is how it's gonna look like when it's my reshade. And as I say, it looks like a completely different game. It makes it look so much more immersive for me. And thank you, Lara, for coming along and also redeeming your daily treasure chest. Enjoy the gold. I might actually, if people are interested, I might actually upload the reshade on like Nexus or something, so you guys can enjoy it as well. Because honestly, sharing is caring, right? If it makes you enjoy the game even more, what's to lose? Let's see, the book should be around here somewhere. There it is. Hoo-ha! What comes next? You won't regret your pledge to help. Together, we can reclaim Valenwood for the Bossman. If you are reading this, you should already have the requisite list of reagents, and know what to do with them. When ready, seek a quiet corner of Grahtwood, where you won't be disturbed. Perform the ritual when ready. It's simple, elegant, as Valenwood was before the Dominion polluted it. Her sign will hear our call. The more who call out to him, the louder our voice. Together, we'll hunt until all left in Valenwood are Bossmen. Calawan. Epic. I figured I'd check your content. Thank you very much for checking it out, Sean, and welcome in. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday for you. Do you also play Elder Scrolls Online, if you don't mind me asking? Because I am having a blast in the game. Having a ton of fun, actually. Let's see. The next book is down there. Hi, I'm gonna lurk today and enjoy Elder Scrolls Online. Thank you very much for lurking, Lara. As I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you guys lurk or chat, I appreciate your company nonetheless. It is truly amazing to have all of you here. And I can't thank you enough. MFUFU? I'm so sorry, I'm such a butcher when it comes to names. Mufu? Mufu? Mufufu? Whichever you prefer. But glad to have you here, Mufu. Currently just running around looking for lore books. Because I explained to everyone that preferably when I'm outside of the stream, instead of me running around left and right trying to find these things, I figured while we see them close by, we may as well just, you know, go up and grab them. Let's see, what do we have here? It is here, right? Yeah, orders from General Erdare. doesn't seem like... So I've noticed that some quests, or not quests, sorry, some lore books in this game has a tendency to only appear during certain parts of the game when it comes to quests, such as during a quest, before a quest, or sometimes even after a quest. Which is a bit unfortunate for me, since I love lore books, so I don't know at which point a lore book becomes available or not. So I'm just kind of running around hoping for the best. I had this issue a lot when I started in Knorf's Roost, and I was running around left and right, trying to find them. In the water, out of the water, on cliffs, beneath cliffs. And some of them I could not find, and I had to Google it, because I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Are they invisible? Do I need to light on them with a flashlight or something? Like, what the hell? And it turns out that some quests are only available during certain parts of the game, which is a bit unfortunate. And since there's no way to know which quest, or should I say lore book, is hidden or not from the beginning, I just have to go to the area and hope for the best. So let's see, should be another lore book here somewhere. Ancient Scrolls of the 𝕱𝖈. I guess it could be below as well. Or maybe a cave nearby? That's another thing you sometimes have to keep into consideration. Could be in a cave, could be in a... anything really. So it seems like that one is gonna be elusive as well. I'm not sure though if there are like multiple maps of which have these lore books. So that I can, for example, find a lore book in Grahtwood, which is also... Oh, I just noticed that this scroll might have different spawn points. Well, that makes more sense. I was actually gonna say if some lore books exist only in certain areas, or if they exist in various areas, and I can just kind of, you know, find them at different parts of the game. No idea, honestly. But now I know at least that this scroll in question spawns at different areas, so maybe this is the area I checked earlier. That's it. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, I got attacked. A lot of books are basically in more places than one. Ah, I see, I see. Thanks for confirming that, 𝕱𝖈. That's it's been something that's been eluding my mind for a while now. And unfortunately, I cannot read this book anymore now. Let's see what it did say. 𝕱𝖈. 𝕱𝖈 lore. 𝕱𝖈 style? No. Is it in the cleric? Some are bound to one area, but more likely that's a lot of books as different areas where to find them. Ah, I see, I see. Then how about this? Can you find a book? Like, for example, this one, I'd call it the 𝕱𝖈 lore number 5. Can that one be found in a bookcase? Or can this one only be found in the open in various areas? Maybe that's a strange question, but I click on pretty much every bookcase I can find, and just curious if the ones that you find out in the wild, so to speak, if they're like the extra rare ones, or if they can be obtained through the bookcases as well. such as in the example of the Dwemer lore one, or maybe the ones linked to the Mages Guild, etc. I suppose it doesn't really matter since I'm going after them a lot regardless. Those ones you can find only on the map. Okay, alright, that's good to know. Thank you very much, Rua, for confirming that for me. That's gonna help a lot. Oh, what do we have here? We got Alex. Are you a hag raven? You look like a hag raven. Or just a hag. Not quite a raven. Before the Ages of Man, the Dawn Era. The Dawn Era is definitely interesting. I hope to finish this library eventually so that I can read the entire thing. Well, I'm just gonna leave her to her.
My, you smell lovely. Delightful. How delightful.
Thank you very much for commenting about my good scent. I appreciate it. And I'm afraid I can't say the same for you. I'm leaving now. Ooh. Okay, so there's a shrine, way shrine ahead of me. Then there is the quest over there. Okay, cool. Just have to make sure I get all of these way shrines, just in case I need to get back here. What do we have here?
Entire graveyards.
Oh. Hello, bird. Bye, bird. Anyway, gravestone. 𝕱𝖔𝖈𝖎, beloved of 𝕱𝖈. His laugh filled the forest, gone but never forgotten.
Excuse me. Did you know my husband?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What brings you to my husband's grave? I don't think we ever met.
No, but I heard he died suddenly. What happened?
My husband was a guard for a merchant caravan. One day he found a magic amulet on a dead man laying in the road. Almost overnight he became despondent. When he spoke, he would only talk about the bandits he had killed while defending the caravan.
I see. Was there anything that helped him then?
No, nothing worked. I even paid to have the origin of the amulet divined. Learned it was crafted in Cormount.
Cormount.
Surprisingly, my husband volunteered to go. He was found dead not far from town the next day, and the amulet was gone.
Well, luckily for you, I found the amulet.
If you have the amulet, I suggest you find a way to be rid of it as soon as possible, before you lose the will to even try.
Gotcha. I found the one ring. Understandable. So that means either I'm gonna throw it into a volcano soon, or I'm gonna become the next Gollum. Great. Hey Nariel, welcome in. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Have a great time, gonna lurk? Not a problem. Happy to have you here as a lurker or a chatter, Nariel. I hope you are having an amazing Saturday though. And I hope that whichever you're gonna do during lurking is a good time. Thank you for coming along. Alright, so how do I rid myself of this amulet? Other than throwing it into a lake or in a volcano. I don't suspect there is a volcano nearby. No, because the Red Mountain is pretty far from here now. We're in the Somerset Isles and... Bardenfell... Yeah, we're pretty far from the Red Mountain. Excuse me?
Do you smell that? The air here. It's almost sweet.
Almost.
Be wary. There are vampires about.
Oh.
And that smell means they're on the prowl. It's best you didn't wander alone.
Little does he know, he is speaking to a vampire. Anyway, who are you?
Sabon. I lead a small band of vampire hunters.
Oh.
We heard rumors of an infestation of the feral monsters in this region. But we didn't realize just how bad it was until we arrived. A powerful vampire lord and his clan are terrorizing the region.
That's great. I mean, no, that's terrible. So what do you intend to do?
We are going to kill as many of them as we can, until they overtake us, or we've wiped them out. You look like you can hold your own in a fight.
Definitely.
We can always use more help if you're interested.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Good. 4 hunters is better than 3 any day.
So, where's the rest of your team then?
Closer than you might think. You want to meet them?
Oh, definitely. Would be delighted.
𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖕, come meet our new friend.
Yes, come meet your new friend. The vampire. Greetings. Oh. I like how my first instinct is picking up the book rather than actually greeting them. I suppose that does make sense. Sorry about that. Greetings.
Are you ready to take the sword to these aberrations? Oblivion's own children.
Definitely.
That's all I need to know. Anyone who tries to harm us will answer to my blade.
Sure. What about you?
A new recruit, eh? I hope you can keep pace. The blood will run fast and thick when the vampires attack, and I can't watch your back and mine.
So you expect a lot of resistance?
Gods, I hope so. But don't let 𝕱𝖈 hear me say it. Superstitious Redguard. I say you don't become a vampire hunter if you don't like taking risks.
Definitely.
The more they fight, the more fun it is.
Yeah, and I don't suppose you've seen a vampire becoming a vampire hunter before. Alright, Sabon, I've talked to your man, I think. I don't see a third one.
Looks like you've made your introductions. Time to get to work.
How exactly is this going to work?
All right. Pay close attention.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to be brief, but if we don't all focus on doing our job, we're as good as dead. The vampires in this area are controlled by a single powerful vampire lord. He likely sired most of them himself.
So, what's the plan?
Take this bloodstone. Don't lose it. It has the power to turn water to blood and whip up a ferocious hunger in the most sated vampire.
Can I keep that?
When the time is right, we're going to use it to lure the vampire lord out of his hidey hole.
That would be so much easier than just having to go around and eating people's necks. If I could just be like Jesus, but instead of turning it into wine, I turned it into blood. Alright.
Listen closely. This is the plan. We're going to lay a trap in the abandoned village up the hill. 𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖕, you guard the west gate.
No one's getting by me.
𝕱𝖈,
definitely not a vampire.
May the divines guide my bow.
He's got a very low voice.
Take the north. Our new friend will use the bloodstone to lay the bait in the well at the center of town.
I love this part.
Drop the bloodstone into the well. Blood will spout forth, and it'll draw the vampires out of hiding. We'll be waiting to cut them down. The vampire lord won't sit by while we thin his flock. If you see him, whistle. If everyone's ready, let's get into position.
Whoever kills the fewest bloodsuckers buys the drinks.
Don't joke, lest the divines punish your frivolity.
Right. Okay. I guess you don't suspect anything. I was gonna say, I'm gonna take just a little bit of a break. Because the ad is coming up soon, and I figured this is a perfect moment for us all to just take a little bit of a break. A little bit of a briefer, a drink and all that. So I will be back in about 3 minutes' time. Alright, and we are back. I hope all of you took this time to stretch your limbs a little bit and took a drink or two. And also Auriyon the Gamer, welcome in. Happy to have you. Sorry I went on a break just as you came inside, but if you're still here, I hope you are having an amazing Saturday. Do you also play The Elder Scrolls Online, if you don't mind me asking? Alright, so where we left off, we were... Well, I'm a vampire in the game. And these vampire hunters want me to come and help them kill vampires. The irony in that is quite frankly astounding. Let's see, what would be the easiest way to enter this place? Oh, there's a note over there. Can't miss that one. You do? Oh, very nice. I am a new player to the Elder Scrolls Online, so when it comes to the knowledge and the like of the game, I don't have that much, but I am enjoying the game a lot. It's a really fun game, the community is very welcoming and sweet. What exactly do you play in the game, if you don't mind me asking? You are a DPS sorcerer with champion point 766, oh, very nice. I am still only level 43. I have not reached the champion points just yet, mainly because I'm taking my time doing all the questing, lore books and the like. Have any questions about ESO? Honestly, not really at the moment. I'm a real plague. I ask my guild questions all the time, and they are super sweet. They always respond really quickly and tell me just exactly what I need to know. Not to mention 𝕱𝖈 as well, a friend I've met outside of the guild who is incredibly adorable and honestly has been so much of a help. But if I have any questions, I'll make sure to ask you as well, Auriyon. I hope whenever they get to Elder Scrolls 6 music, I hope it's as good as Jeremy's Soul. Yeah, unfortunately everything that happened to Jeremy's Soul is very unfortunate, because I love his music. It feels like without his music, it's not Elder Scrolls in a sense. Ever since Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim, it's so good. It's really good. So yes, as you said, I really hope that we can get some really epic music in Elder Scrolls 6 as well. I didn't see you in the guild chat with a higher level too. Yeah, I'm really low level. Just level 42. Your weapon needs to be recharged. Oh, does it? Oh yeah, you're right. You are super right. Thank you for that. I always forget that. Thank you very much, Auriyon. I honestly don't pay attention to that. I just start blasting and I hope for the best. What about when it comes to the music in the Elder Scrolls, what's your favorite music? I know it's difficult to narrow it down because there's a lot of really good music. I really like the one from Oblivion. What is it called? Auriel's Descent or Ascent or something like that? It's super nice. What class are you running? I am running a Templar healer with a restoration staff and a ice destruction staff right now. Oh. I'm a vampire, I don't appear as soon as I've smelled blood. If that was the case, I'd be going crazy because, quite frankly, my character is like a mass murderer at this point. You was typing Auriel Ascent? Yeah, it's such a good song, isn't it? It's really hard to topple. But honestly, the music from Elder Scrolls Online is very nice as well. I use them frequently in my videos, and
Kill these things all
they
day.
fit perfectly. Daggerfall tunes best.
They are swarming out
I need to get back into listening to the music. Do you recommend any music from Daggerfall? Because on the top of my mind, I honestly don't know. We're talking like specific tracks or the soundtrack from each game. I guess easiest way to would be to do the from each game. Because otherwise, you know, it's a bit too widespread because the music is just that good.
What went wrong? The Vampire Lord should have appeared by now. Where are 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑 and 𝕈𝖑𝖈?
Hey, Cozy Mama, welcome in. My French is a bit lacking here, so maybe Laura can translate it over for me, but I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Let's see, I have not seen your two friends.
Everyone was in their places. The plan was working perfectly. This doesn't bode well. I'll go west and see if I can find 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔.
Sounds
You
good.
go to the east gate and look for 𝕈𝖈r.
I will do so.
Keep your guard up. There's no end to vampire tricks.
There is no end to the vampire tricks, he says, as he is speaking to a literal vampire. A specific track, probably 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑. Yeah, 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖑𝖔 is really good. I also use 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑 in every video I make, pretty much. It's just so atmospheric, I really like it. He said, what's your game in French? Oh, you know some good French there, Cow. Impressive. I can read French a little bit, but when it comes to talking or writing, I am really bad. You're French, that's right. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Of course you know a bit of French then if you're French. My favorite is the Morrowind theme from Elder Scrolls Online and Elder Scrolls Honor. Interesting. I have used a few songs from Elder Scrolls Online. Not the entire library yet. Like Greenheart, for example, I really like. And I can't remember the other names yet. I should remember them, honestly. But I haven't. But there are some really good music from Elder Scrolls Online, honestly. Some very epic and atmospheric ones. And some of the boss music is really good as well. You're Swedish, if I'm not mistaken, right? You are correct. I am indeed Swedish. Jag är väldigt mycket svensk. Honestly, don't speak that much Swedish online these days. It all comes down to English. But yes, you are correct. I am indeed Swedish. Agreed. Alright, so the vampire have to look for the vampire hunter because the vampire hunters is worried that the vampires kill the vampire hunters. That's a tongue twister for you guys. Oh, would you look at that? I don't think he's alive, you guys. What do you think? I'm not quite a doctor, but I am a healer. And usually when I see someone laying like that, like their 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑 from Dragon Ball Z, I dare say they're dead. 𝕈𝖈r's body is a blackened husk. Goodbye.
Oh no, not 𝕈𝖈r.
It wasn't me, I swear. A land of war and poetry. Amen. Sabon.
No, not 𝕈𝖈r. I'm such a fool. Clearly, the Vampire Lord saw through our trap.
Definitely.
𝕈𝖈r's death is on my head.
He's just asleep? Yeah, I think so too. He's just like a cat. He finds the most impractical locations to have a nap at. But it just works. In the words of Todd Howard, it just works. Did you find 𝕈𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑?
No, no body either.
What settings are you using for visuals?
Dealing with vampires.
I am
Lack of a
playing
body
everything on
usually
max,
means one
but
thing. I
if you're wondering why my game looks so different, it's because I'm using a personally created reshade effect for the game.
We need to keep looking for 𝕻𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖑.
I will show you what I mean once I'm done talking to him.
Praise Stendarr, there he is! I never thought I'd be so happy to see that stupid orc in all my days.
I'm happy for you. So yeah.
I followed the vampire.
This is how the game looks like without the
It's
reshade.
in the cave, north of town.
Quick,
And that's how it looks like with my reshade.
Slay the vampire lord! For 𝕻𝖑𝖈𝖎ℍ!
So it puts emphasis on, like, I have a sharpening tool that I have mixed a little bit with the colorations and such of the lightings of the game and like. So all the structures and such looks a little bit more refined, if you will. And I love it. It makes the game look just a little bit more updated in a sense. And as someone who loves modding the Elder Scrolls games, this is the closest I can get to modding the graphics in the game. Let's see, there should be a book around here somewhere. And as usually, I am blind. Come on, book, where are you? Oh, I saw something there. Oh, there we go. There has been a sweetness in the air since last week. Father says to pay no mind. There is nothing sweet here. Has not been for a long time. I say it is well enough for him to say that since he's a grumpy old orc, he remembers this village when it was a mining town. He thinks that every promise is poison. So if the air smells sweet, it is a trick, foul magic. But I smell the sweetness at night as I dream. A lover comes to me in the night, wrapped in honeysuckle and lavender. He is my wildflower prince, eh? He promises to take me away from this backwater, this dead town. I think tonight I will go with him if I can. I will go far away from here. But what if he doesn't appear in my dreams again? I don't even know his name. Yeah. Would you play Skyrim mod called 𝕻𝖑𝖈𝖎ℍ? Maybe. I may actually have heard that term before, but could you fill me in what exactly it is? Is it more of a lore-intense version of the game in a sense? Because if so, that sounds pretty rad, not gonna lie. I, as you guys know, love the lore of this game, so if I can get even more of a taste of it, I am all in. But honestly, before I do anything, like I used to do a Let's Play of Skyrim. But the thing is, my computer is starting to become a little bit obsolete with the recent, modernized changes in the modding scene. And it takes a little bit on the system when you use like a PNG model and such. Not to mention streaming takes a lot on the system. So in the future, when I upgrade my system a bit more, it would be nice to return to doing more content for the game. It has 4,000 mods. That's a lot of mods. Honestly, I consider myself a little bit of a a mod nerd, because I have about 1,800 mods in my Skyrim play. But I know that some people go far beyond my perspective of overwhelming amount of mods. 4,000 sounds insane. But honestly, if I had a better computer, like an actually monster computer, I know for a fact that I would go crazy with mods, try to maximize it as much as I can. To whoever finds this, leave this place. It is cursed. There are too many of them now. First, it was just one. He hid in the mine and seduced our children. That's disgusting. Now they have joined him. There are only a few of us left, but they are everywhere. We can't leave. We won't survive. But we refuse to surrender. Better to be torn limb from limb than to become one of them. Mod it until the game crashes? That's usually what we do, my friend. That's usually what we do. And then comes the process of trying to make the game work. And honestly, in my Let's Play, I made the game work with the 1.8K mod and 60 FPS. I had no crashes for several hours. But unfortunately, eventually, we all get to the point where the engine cannot handle the strain and it crashes. Whether we perfect it or not, it's always gonna crash eventually. So let's see. Find the Vampire Lord over there. So what's inside of this then? Is that like a house? Abandoned long house? I mean, it's obviously a house, but... Blood Fiend. They are the most death vampires I've ever seen in my life. Oh, well, I had a little fun. Let's kill them. Alright, so... what can we find in here? That's blocked. A little bit of loot, I guess. Oh, more of them. Not a problem, though. Let's see. No lore books, just a bunch of vampires. This place looks pretty nice, though. Like, could make a cozy little tavern. I'm really gonna have to look into buying a house soon for this game. Though I'm uncertain which one I want yet. Alright, there's another quest down there. A lucrative scheme. Let's just go by there real quick and grab it up. Since it is technically on the way. Let's see, down there. Wonder if it's going to be connected to the vampires. Maybe not. Bandits. That's fine by me. Let's pull them all. Because it's more fun with company, right? We all love more company around these parts.
Light it up.
Let's just put a heal in there. Unrelated, but going back to the subject of good writing, have you played any of the Dark Souls game? I have played Dark Souls 1 and 3. I have not played Dark Souls 2. Mainly because I got into the vibe of everyone saying it sucked miserably, so I never got it. I've also played a little bit of Bloodborne, and I've played Elden Ring. I haven't finished Elden Ring though. One of these days, maybe. I really like the story and the lore of the Dark Souls and the Elden Ring game, but yeah, I have not finished Elden Ring yet. What about you, Joe? I suppose you have played them and also finished them? Which one is your favorite one? Out of the Dark Souls games, and you know, without spoiling, tell me what you like the most about Elden Ring. Turn to a marked page. Those orcs were two of a kind. Get this, each hired me to kill the other. So I took their gold, poisoned them both, and set their lodge on fire to make it look accidental. Sounds genius, honestly. Never killed an orc chief's wife before. Today, I killed 2. Turn to the next marked page. Saw Moramat in Red Fur trading post today. She's the Barkbite chief's 3rd wife. I dropped hints she's in charge because of me, but nothing struck. She doesn't have a foul bone in her body. Felt wrong to push her, so I wished her a good day. Must be getting soft. Interesting. Very curious indeed. Is taking their items as well. I mean, they're dead now, so I guess it doesn't matter. You loved Elden Ring, especially mods for it? I haven't modded Elden Ring yet, which is kind of funny, seeing as I usually mod every single game I play. But what kind of mods are there to Elden Ring? Are there basically things to make the game like easier or like more balance in terms of like other builds and such you can play, or what kind of mods do they have for Elden Ring? Okay, so now we go up and get the Vampire Lord over there. You know what, let's just kill these ones too. It could be some epic loot on them after all. Or no loot at all. Shame. There is a mod for Elden Ring where you can play with friends. Ooh, that's a really good mod, honestly. Most of my friends who play Elden Ring have already played it to such a degree of which they don't want to play it again, pretty much. Like hundreds and hundreds of hours. Oh, Sabon, you're back. So, probably can't play with them, but that does sound like a good mod. Does it work well in terms of like FPS and such, or is there any delay for, you know, each other's attacks? Speaking of Elden Ring of mods, didn't they say something about, is it a new game entirely, or is it a DLC? Whereas you are gonna be able to play it with friends now? I heard something about that, not entirely sure. Playing through 2 now, ignore the noise and go into it knowing they're trying the story not really about the Age of Fire. It's more about the undead curse and 2 people trying to solve it. Gotcha. It's more so that I heard that the gameplay of the game, like in Dark Souls 2, was really bad. So that's kind of why I didn't go into it. But maybe I should just ignore what they say and, you know, try it out for myself. Because honestly, that's the best way to go on with these things. Reviews is one thing, but personal experience is much more important. So is there a note here? There's not a note there. It's a little bit above. Nightfall is a separate... Ah, yeah, it's a separate game. There you go. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure. I saw a trailer for it some time ago. I wasn't sure if it was a DLC or not. Really love the atmosphere of 2 and the art style. There's some annoying game mechanics that they could have done better, but people hate on it just to hate on it. Gotcha. Yeah, that's it's a typical thing these days, unfortunately. People find one thing they don't like and suddenly the entire game sucks and should never be played. But if I have some time in the future, I'll definitely try it out, so thanks for sharing, Joe. The Mirific Era. Even more things to read, heck yeah. So next one is over there. Remen's Bluff. So it's gonna be above this place then. I mean, there is a quest here, so I guess while we are here, you know, might as well. As far as my favorite Dark Souls, I think it will always be one of just one, just because I started with it and has a special place in my heart.
You're no bandit.
Yeah, honestly, Dark Souls 1, while we all have a bias because it's usually the first Dark Soul in the series we play, honestly, it's a really good game. Like, as far as the combat goes, the style and the... everything just feels almost perfect. It could be a bias, of course, but to me, even when I compare it to Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, it just feels like Dark Souls 1 holds like a special place in, as you say, in our hearts. A really good game. And if you guys haven't played Dark Souls 1 and gone immediately to Dark Souls 3, completely understandable. But if you have the chance to play it, definitely should try.
Watch where you step. Bandit corpses get a little mushy.
What happened here?
Bandits, running themselves onto our swords. Drove them off for now. Thing is, there are far more bandits than we have swords. With so many afflicted by the curse, we can't hunt them down and kill them in their beds.
A curse? What kind of curse?
Magical sickness. Shaman 𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 handles all that. Me, I guard the gate. Know anything about stopping curses?
A little bit.
Shaman said he needs another set of hands.
Very well. I will speak to the shaman. Usually orcs are very, well, not very happy about other people entering their strongholds, but this guy seems alright. Maybe I can use a vendor at the same time. And steal their runestones. Hope they don't mind. Ooh, very nice area as well. I like it. Elden Ring is very good. My favorite thing from it, there's too much to say. The bosses, the music, the graphics, and how beautiful the world looks. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, the shading in Elden Ring is amazing. Like, the way it all looks so dark and grim, and it just screams to me that I am the target audience, you know? You know how some games you can just look at for like 10 seconds and you feel, yeah, this game is for me. That's the exact kind of feeling I have for Elden Ring. But you guys, I think right now is a perfect moment to stop today's stream. I have already been streaming for about almost 3 hours now, and I do have energy still. However, today, as some of you know, I have a Dungeons and Dragons session later in the evening, and I would like to have some time to prepare for it and get my mind sorted for it and all that. However, let me just say thank you to each and every one of you for coming along today, whether on YouTube or Twitch, whether as a lurker or as a chatter. I appreciate it so freaking much to have you all here. It's been a blast. Have a nice day in game. Thank you very much, Ka. And thank you to you as well, Laura. I can't wait to get back into Elder Scrolls Online again alongside all of you, both off stream and on stream. So I really appreciate it, truly. Thank you, Rua. Thank you for helping me earlier with the little world boss and such, and thank you for always being there and being so supportive. I appreciate it. So yeah, I wish you all an amazing continuation of your Saturday and your weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay cozy. Have an amazing time, and I hope to see all of you again soon. Bye bye.